Hello, hello, friends. I think this is working. Hi. How was everyone's weekend? All maybe one of you in here? Let's bring that chat back up. Minimize that. I see Cressy and Asaph are here. Hi, buddies. How you guys doing? So, trying something new today. Um, having a friend like Cress is like having like the angel and devil on your shoulder, id and super ego. I don't know which one Cressy is. The bad one, probably. But I messaged, he messaged me this morning and said, "Where's your EP at?" Which I told him I was going to start making like 2 months ago. And I got a list over there on the wall you can't see that I'm looking at with all the songs that we have and like what I want to do to them and what stage they're at and whatnot. And we haven't touched it since we hung it. So, talking about this, I was saying I wanted to make content out of doing this exact thing. Um, and I wanted to go live today, so I figured let's smash this stuff together and get this done before the football and the hardware jams because I can't do all three of those things at once. I can do two of them though. What's up, Luke? Welcome in. So, if I pull up my OBS and I go to this screen, and now you should see me and my computer. I'm on the moon. So I started pulling up some old versions of recordings of upstate downstate stuff. Kind of see where these tracks are at in these versions. Figure out what I want to add, what I want to edit. Am I too far over? I'm too far over here. That's a little better. So this project, Sociopathy. Well, let me get the chat back because I'm not going to know what you guys are saying to me. There it is. Minimize that. Hello, Tanith. Hello, Probes. Welcome in. Crest posted to the Hardware Jams chat. Thanks, buddy. Make sure all the Brits get in here. Are you guys all excited about that game last night? It was kind of wild. Okay. So what you're looking at here, yeah, you can see it. Good. Is a song called Sociopathy. This was originally a Dirty Red Dress song that featured Theresa on lead vocals. And wait, what am I waiting for? Probes, what do you got? I'm not waiting. I'm the boss here. This was a Dirty Red Dress song. It was the first. Yeah, I guess I would say it's the first completed song we did as Upstate Downstate. We basically just did a cover of it. I'm going to listen to it, at least some of it, see what I want to change. Cressy hates hearing about football in his chats and Weatherspoons, apparently. Whatever. Anyway, so this is Sociopathy. Let me know if you hear the audio well, if it's too quiet or too loud. This is the first time I'm able to get you didn't type wait? Hi, Becky. Welcome in. I see it right there. Oh. It says Tanith if I go over it? What? I don't know what's going on there. That's really weird. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Here it is, sociopathy. Let me know if you hear it. Oh, of course, my hard drive went to sleep waiting for me. Hang tight a second, it'll go. You see the beach ball? It's beach balling. That's got to be changed.
I got this thing on the side and I know that you don't know.
Plenty of level. Thanks, Chris.
I don't see your face anymore.
I haven't opened this project in I don't know how long. Oh, man, that's my Rhodes. That's my actual Rhodes. God, man, that sounds good.
Now I can see it's not me, it was you, and that's alright.
I hate this snare. Oh, you know what's funny? Okay, so let me... in subsequent versions of this song, we've replaced this Animoog patch with a sample of the guitar part from the Dirty Red Dress song that I sampled and chopped and made it like sit the same way. And it's much better. I gotta fix that too. I should be taking notes. Yeah, you know what? I'll remember. I'm not doing this right now. Yeah, Probes. That was the when we wrote this song as Dirty Red Dress almost more than a decade ago. And I played it for people. That was the first thing people said. They were like, "Oh, it sounds like Tears for Fears," and we hadn't noticed. It does though, for sure. L. Stewart, thanks for popping in. I'm not sure I know who you are, but thank you for being here. There is Animoog bass. Let me turn off the looper. Not Animoog bass. There is my Minotaur. Is the bass I had going here, and I had that combined with the circuit, some circuit patch to get. Yeah, I want to re-record all this bass. So far, snare, bass, Animoog. Yo, Recon, what's up, buddy? This project's actually super mellow as far as plugins goes. That's good. This is another problem with these old projects is I recorded these all before... Why does this look like this? I should fix that too. I recorded these all before I moved to a 64-bit operating system. They are all old Waves 32-bit plugins, so I have this issue. There's nothing there. Now, I can adjust this because what I can do is... go to controls, and here's all the things in this plugin. This is the SSL channel strip. I have a new version of it, so I could essentially redo it, but I don't have newer versions of a lot of these things. I've abandoned Waves. Those guys can they can get fucked. I've been using a lot of the UA stuff. A lot of the, let's just, kilohertz. I got a crustacean from Eventide. That thing's pretty cool. But basically, I've realized I didn't need all this waves nonsense. I can't use any of it with the visuals anyway, the wave shell as they call it. Basically the graphic UI. And like these are old. These are from the Mercury bundle, Platinum bundle. One of the old, when I got this on from like DVD ROMs in like 2009. And I've been just porting them from computer to computer since. Wow, you guys are really talking in here. This is not football. Sorry. Footies are on at 3 o'clock. That's why I'm doing this now. I want to watch the footies. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They don't make a difference in audio quality. Probes. That wasn't and that was kind of my big thing why I just stayed on 32-bit. I was like, I'm used to all these plugins. Everything works. I don't want to change. But I couldn't use this camera. Streaming was going to be a difficult thing. That's honestly how I ended up at 64-bit, was wanting to do live streaming. So the plugin still works in the UI. Yes, the UI's nuked. The plugins still work. And I know a couple of them I'm still using regularly since, because they're super simple. Like these one knob plugins. And they are essentially exactly that. They are one knob. This one knob filter is wonderful. I use it all the time. The driver's pretty good. The brighter is pretty good. I probably use louder and fatter from time to time, but mostly I stuck with these three. Brighter, driver, and filter. And I probably have one on this project. I don't. Interesting. I don't know where my filtering came from. Anyway. Oh, no, there was one right there. So yeah, this used to be literally just one knob. If I go to the controls, you choose a resonance level and a filter frequency out of 0 to 10. So this is still very usable because it's just one control. It's really simple. But when it comes to things like this SSL channel, there's a lot here. Again, I can just go by ear and still use them. I still have visuals to a point. But I don't need that anymore because I've got, universal. When it loads. This is that exact plugin in the Waves version. The only thing that's different is it has the actual fader strip on the side here. And it sounds the same. Probably sounds better because it's 15, 16 years newer. Why is it huge? Oh, God, why? How do I move it now? Oh, no. Shit. Okay, there we go. At least I can do that. Yeah, new snare, new bass, new guitar swapping in for the Animu patch. This is the one thing I do not like, this UA always checking to make sure I've paid for my licenses. Those bastards, they email me every day with a new sale deal. How do they have a business? This is really not bad. This is from the circuit, the OG circuit. I could probably replace this also with something better sounding though, but it's pretty good. And this needs to go for guitar. That Rhodes ain't going anywhere. It sounds so good. I think she said the wrong lyric there. that's real bass guitar there. More real bass guitar. Three bass guitar tracks. I have no idea what that's all about. This project's old. Like 6 years old? 5 years old? Otherwise, I like this. Blasphemy what, Theresa? You, the wrong lyrics? Yeah, we'll listen again. I see. What's the wobble? What did I do here? I don't remember doing that at all. What? No. All right, hold on. I have no idea how I did that. It's got to be this one of these H delays. Yeah, it's this H delay. No, Tanith, I'm not saying I messed it up. I'm saying I did this on purpose, however long ago. I don't remember how I did it or what I did. I don't remember it. I think it sounds rad. I just don't know what I did. Was I smoking green tobacco? 100%, Bicky. I was totally stoned to bejesus when I did this, I'm sure. No, this isn't a... This H delay plug, which I can't even show you because, you know, waves. This H delay plugin is excellent, and it's got a lot of options. And if you automate it, it does really cool stuff. It's got a very like tape machine delay feel when you change settings as it's playing through. It doesn't do the... I mean, it does do the digital like switch to settings, but it's gradual. I don't know. It does something that's cool. I had it for a long time and I played with it a lot, and it ended up being something I got pretty good at manipulating for stuff like that. So that's probably what I did. All right. I guess I got to take notes because I'm going to move to another song and I'll forget otherwise. Do you guys want to hear Theresa singing the wrong lyrics so she can be like, oh yeah, I did do that wrong? What did I say? New bass, new snare. The guitar sample. This song is called Sociopathy, which I guess is not actually a real word because every time I try to type it in somewhere, it tells me it's misspelled. I just don't understand how there's not like a, if you can call someone a sociopath, I guess they have sociopathy. It was the name, it was the title track of the second Dirty Red Dress record. The first record was all about like, it was called Games, and it was all about like relationship games. And then the second record was like a, I don't care, I'm not playing games anymore theme. So like the idea of being sociopathic in a relationship. Yeah, Bicky, I think so too. But I literally, if I type it into Google, it tells me it's misspelled. Or if I type it into my phone, it tells me it's misspelled. I don't know why. I'm definitely spelling it. That's how it would be spelled, the way you're spelling it right there. Okay. Let's listen to another project. Yeah, I do want to save because I changed that. Let's just go to open, not open, recent. Okay. I'm looking at the list of songs. I tried launching too much and it kept crashing Logic. I don't know why. That annoys me. I'll have to figure that out. I'll probably have to start that one fresh. I have FOMO listed as final stage. Because I got his shit. We don't need to listen to FOMO. That's definitely final stage. Fun. Let's see what Fun has to offer for us. This is a newer song. What the bust? Oh, okay. So this is actually really cool. I'm not going to show you, but I'll explain it. I have two versions of this project here. Fun and Fun Bust. So what I did is I basically just copied a second version of the project, and then I took the all the tracks, and instead of sending them to the main output of Logic, I sent them to buses, and I set those buses to be, I don't know how much you can actually see because the screen's really small. No, you can't. Let's actually just fix that problem. You ever have two monitors and think, I need a third monitor? I need a third monitor. Big me. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now you can't see it. Right here, this little screen is my interface, and it's got multiple outputs like any good interface has. I have 2 or 4, depending on how you want to look at it, of those outputs dedicated to go into the Octatrack's inputs. I do that way I can record everything I want in to Logic or through the interface individually, but also bus it into the Octatrack for mixing and effects purposes. You've seen any of my stuff when I'm playing on the rig, you've seen me do that. But what that also allows me to do, let's go back to you, is set Logic to those same outputs. So I can make a project in Logic, like this one I'm going to play in a minute, and then go over there and just use the Octatrack as effects the whole time, without it actually affecting the project. And then I can re-record that as a second track or a second set of tracks, whatever you want to say. It's worked really well. It's a fun way to decide what I want something to sound like after the fact. All right, let me get chat back up here. I actually do have a third monitor. I don't know what screen you're looking at now. Too many things on the screens. No, you can't see it. If I transition back, right behind chat here is a third monitor, and I leave it over there. It's just a USB. It's really kind of shit, but it's just a USB monitor that I use for work. I use my work computer. But I leave it there when I'm not working because I can, if I'm live streaming from the rig, I can see chat, I can see OBS. And when I'm just jamming, I can watch sports because I've got a problem. All right, back here. No, Vicky said something that's I started reading and then he deleted it. Get your shit together, Vicky. So these are scratch vocals. I'm pretty sure. Let me go back to... Yeah, because they're not all there. And I can hear things like... that I didn't edit yet. Like mouth noises and stuff like that. Let me turn off the loop. And they're a little loud in the mix. Hey, Uncle Chrome, welcome, buddy. Okay, compressor on the drum bus. Drums are good. There's a lot of tracks in the song. I'm just going through songs I've recorded already, trying to figure out what I want to fix, what I want to add, what I want to take out. If you weren't here early. Yeah, for anyone that wasn't here at the beginning, Cress broke out his whipping stick and told me, get in there and record your EP that you talked about doing. And he's right. So when we had that conversation, me and Theresa, about putting an EP or two EPs together, because we have a bunch of songs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 16 songs on our list. We made a list of them. We crossed off a few because they were old, things that she doesn't want to do anymore, stuff like that. And we narrowed it down to basically we have 2 EPs worth of stuff. And the only reason we say 2 EPs and not an LP is because there's a handful of songs that are very, very specifically thematic about a book series. So we want to keep those together and separate from the other stuff. Anyway, the idea today was to come in here, listen to some of these songs, make some decisions about what needs to be added and redone and whatnot. I have the rig set up, so if I decide I want to get saucy, I can go over there and we can start adding stuff to one of these projects. But in the meantime, here we are. Lots of tracks, 12 snare tracks. You're not wrong. I mean, 4 guitar tracks is a lot for a guy who doesn't really play guitar. Oh, right. This is also This is an alternate version of this song. Not an alternate version. This is the original version. We did this live at that show in February, and then we did it again when we did that live post Popcorn Night concert thing. It's long. It's 4.5 minute song. Theresa didn't want to do that live. There's this big bridge section. I don't know how well you guys can see this or not, but well, it looks like you can see it pretty well. If you can't see it, put your glasses on. This section right here, how do I mark? Whatever, I don't need to marquee it. Bridge A, Bridge B, and Bridge C is what you're actually listening. Let me go back to the beginning of Bridge A. It's just long and there's not a lot to it. So when we did this live, we cut this in like half. And it comes back at the end. We left that out. This kind of just goes on like this. I think this is really cool. It was a nice breakup part-wise to what's coming up right now. Like the feel's still there, but it's not. I like it getting kind of in your face because this is busy, but it's super laid back. I wanted to not push the energy, push the energy, but like push the anxiety of the feel, like make you kind of like go. At least that's what I felt like doing when I did it. I don't know if I achieved it. It works for me. There'd be another verse of vocals here. Groove Chemist, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. And then the final chorus here after this fill. Thanks, Probes. This song doesn't need a lot. I think it just needs vocals. Maybe a little production. Tighten up transitions and whatnot. The drums, since Probe's talking about them, we'll talk about them here. Let me go to the mixer view. The drums is a kick and snare, hat, rack, floor, crash and ride from the Digitact, and two different chopped loops in the Octatrack. There might not actually be all those Digitact drums. I probably built this project from a preset where it brings all of the Digitact tracks in via Overbridge. So basically I get like all 8 of the sample tracks, the effects tracks, and the master. Once I was done recording it, I probably just cut the fat that I didn't need. So this is just the Digitact drums. Yeah, so I guess there is toms and stuff in there. What's up, Wabs? I'm not going to the DAW world. I'm just going through projects that I recorded. God damn it. You know, it's actually funny. I didn't have a thumbnail, so I reused an old thumbnail. I'll replace it eventually. I guess that's kind of false advertisement. What do they call it? Clickbait? Sorry, I clickbaited you guys. I heard that's how you get people to watch your shit on YouTube, though. Okay, so this is just the chopped samples and, well, an effect. harmonics. So this was a loop that I moved around a little bit, added the delay to, and there's a like a tape slowing down effect at the loop point. I'm not 100% sold on this sub 37 patch. It's a little boring on its own. I think it fills out. I could probably do something to make it a little dubbier and maybe get more out of the guitar in the mid-range. This is the bridge. Let's go back to... Yeah, like you see all this information between like 1 and 400 hertz. Like if I add the bass... Yeah, like you can see it's a sub bass. I even have it rolled off because it was probably a little too loud. Actually, it's not that bad visually, and it's really not conflicting in my ears. Ring mod to give it harmonics. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I want to add harmonics to it as much as I want it to carry all the low-end information and let guitar and keys do the upper mid harmonic frequency area thing. What do I have on here? I have a tape plugin, an EQ, a compressor, and the graphic EQ. I'm probably trying to just get like some grit boost out of the Pultec. I would show you, but this nonsense. Because this is an old project. It's still all my old 32-bit Waves plugins. I can't see them anymore. Does this work? No. This was also a Waves guy. But again, I have like replacements for all these plugins that I use regularly. I have new Pultecs from UA. I don't have the CLA 76 stuff, the Chris Lord Algae stuff. I have no idea what I was using this for. It looks like just some compression, which is weird. Oh, it's right, because it's an 1176. I'm an idiot. It's not the CLA bass, it's the 76. Okay, so anyway. So yeah, I have a new tape plugin, I have better Pultecs, I have 1176s, and I have the graphic is the graphic. Yeah, I don't need this in here anymore. So it's a sub 37, so it is mono. As Koshia? E is Koshia? Yeah, I didn't have a thumbnail and I needed to go live. Sorry about that. My Dulles rig is sitting behind me, and I may actually go to it at some point to add to this project. Let me change this stuff's there. I have this view. It's prepared. The idea was to listen to some songs and see what I needed to add or replace in them. These are all old projects that I want to get gussied up to put on a EP. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm not actually doing any creating in here right now. I'm just listening to stuff and trying to figure out what I want to change. Let's go back to this. Okay. So Groove Chemist said it's mono. It is mono. Thank you. I love that setup, and that's where I usually spend all my time. If you watch any of my other live streams, that's where I'm at. I don't typically do this. That's an aquarium. So the Sub 37 was mono. I imagine the Kramer tape plugin made it stereo. But I can't look at it, so who knows? All right. So I don't think anything needs to change in here. Well, other than redoing the vocals. Sorry, honey, if you're still in here. There's a lot going on here with the tone work. Yeah, I tend to use the things like Pultex and the SSL channels as who said that about the EQs? Groove Chemist. I tend to use the Logic graph I use as corrective a lot of the times, this thing. And I tend to use things like the Pultex, the SSL channels, whatever other like EQs that sound like a thing that aren't transparent. I use them for like flavor EQ stuff. Can use a chainsaw on some tracks maybe. What do you think? What are you talking about, Chris? Like overall it's all too much, too long. What are your thoughts? It's fun. I'm writing down chainsaw just for you, Chris. That's all I'm writing down because I don't know what else I want to change here. Oh yeah, the bass. All right. Next. You miss Logic? What are you using besides Logic? Yes, save. I love Logic. I find it kind of no nonsense. There's plenty of nonsense, but you're not bombarded with it. Just carve an audio path for the stuff that's priority. Yeah, I mean that song is not fully mixed. There are like I said, there's the vocals are scratch vocals. There's things in the mix of the instruments that like are half produced and half like baked. Parts are organized abstractions experience, which aim to extract meaning. That's what thoughts are. Use live and modular. Yeah, I had an old version of Live Light years ago that I got with, I don't know what piece of hardware I got it with. And I tried it a little bit. I couldn't get into it, but I was trying to use it like a recorder. I feel like now I could probably benefit from using Live. Although I do similar stuff with Logic when I need to. I try to separate these two worlds, that and this. If I'm going to The only reason I come into Logic for things other than recording and mixing is I will do sample prep in here. I'll record something in, me playing, and then manipulate it to spit it out to use as a sample in my samplers. Because that's what all my hardware is, samplers. Sometimes I just play it in. Sometimes I play it in and I use it for the time being, and then eventually I record it in very nicely into Logic and then do what I need to do there and prep it and bring it back into the hardware. Okay, here's one I know needs a lot of work, so we'll listen to this one. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I say DAW-less a lot because it gets people paying attention. I'm not like a digital versus analog, DAW versus DAW-less person. I think it's like exactly what you said. What works for you, what you're comfortable with, what gets results is what matters. It's all the same thing. The argument is not a real argument, in my opinion. It's just a reason for people to talk, which is good. It gets people talking. I'm happy to talk about it. I'm happy to change people's minds one way or another. But I really do use all my gear however I see fit at the time. It's totally silly. It's totally silly. I had a conversation with a coworker in my real life job about guitar like 2 years ago. And he's like, "Oh, you play guitar? I play guitar." We were talking about something, and he was like, "Yeah, it sucks. I can't like sit there and play at work because my amp and blah blah blah." I'm like, "Just get yourself a little, digital modeler of some kind for a couple $100. You can have something that sounds like a real amp." He's like, "Ah, they don't sound real." You're dumb. They do sound real. Pick a side. I'm on my side. Me versus the world. Suck it, internet. See, Bicky knows. I make my DAW-less music on the gear and then I record it into Logic. Stop trying to gotcha me. Listen to this song that needs a lot of work. Technical term is bullshit. I don't remember doing that. Oh, I see this. Have it automated? I have it automated. Yeah, the reverse. I'm guessing is this audio 15? Oop. Let me. Yeah. And that's just the drums sampled back on themselves. I want to say I had done that for fun on the Digitact and was like, oh, I'm going to keep that. Sounds a tad overcooked. What does the reverse? Probably is. The whole thing is too loud? That is hot. first thing I want to do is... I don't love these drums. On their own, they're cool. The kick drum disappears in the mix. Not that it disappears. It doesn't have the chutzpah I want it to have. The snare's mellow. And as much as I like this swirly thing this hi-hat does, drum and vocal, been the music. Oops. I'm not even... These drums aren't going to anything. This is just what came out of... These drums are from the Novation circuit. This is one of the first songs we put together when I started getting into hardware. I think when I started this, all I had was a circuit and my Minotaur and my iPad that I used for Animoog. I want to redo this whole song. Kick has a dedicated channel. Yeah, no, I know it does. It's less about like what I can do to it audio wise and more about like when I made this song, I was new to electronic music and I didn't know like sample selection's a big thing. Yeah, the circuit's awesome. It's up on the shelf behind me because I can't get rid of it. I like this song. I like the arrangement. I like the parts. I feel like every sound was not the correct sound to choose. Misleading is the new leading. I hooked all of you. Deal with it. Yeah, Cressy, a re-record. I would go into the Digitact and I would choose different samples and I would make this drum section more than just kick, snare, and hat. I think there's a ride in there too, actually, at some point in the song, which is probably just sample flipped on the circuit. Because if I go to, yeah, like you see these just full bars. These weren't like, this is another thing. I recorded all the drums of the song in one take. I basically hit play on the circuit and hit record in Logic and watched it work. Instead of like doing a bar or two of each section and then moving them around as necessary. I still do it this way because I find it's more where I'm comfortable most of the time. But in the beginning, I was very much still like, being a recording engineer in a studio that has rock musicians come in, record the drums, record the bass, record the guitar, record the vocals, do everything in one take, that kind of stuff. Put a mic on every drum, put two mics on every drum, whatever. Not realizing I could do things like record MIDI notes for a kick drum and then, preview 100 different drums to see what worked. Yeah, no, and I wouldn't do that either, Chrome. My projects, even in the hardware, are pattern heavy. I'll copy a pattern and switch one hit of one drum and drop it in every other time just to get that difference. Anyway, let's keep listening. I'm going to go back a little bit. The hurdy-gurdy sound. Is this the hurdy-gurdy sound, Chris? Oh, I got to do the panning thing on this too. Yeah, this whole thing needs to be re-recorded. Thoughts are hurdy-gurdies. It's an Animoog patch. Moog's Animoog. Their iPad app. It's a, what do they call it? It looks like a oh my god, my brain. It looks like an oscilloscope. Anthroscopic or something they call it. I don't know. It's rad though. It was something I got a long time ago, and when we were still in Dirty Red Dress and we needed more synthy sounds, we wanted something to play live. We didn't want to bring a laptop with us to gigs. I downloaded the Animoog app and it was lovely, and we started using it all the time. But so that's this sound, yeah. I have Z also. I don't find it as useful as the original. I don't know why. But yeah, Moog's apps are excellent. I have the Model 15 app as well. I use that all the time. Sponsor me, Moog. Sponsor me. And I've been using them forever. They're great. They sound killer. And with a little bit of processing, you would never know. It's a $25 or $30 app. Laptop gigs. Gigs of the way 2000s. That's what I'm saying, Recon. This is the future. It's 2026. Wake up. To the end. Is there anything we're not listening to? No, that's everything. We don't need to keep listening to this. Leviathan. I wrote down Vox and drums. I'm just going to write down whole shit. The whole shit. Okay. Yeah, I might as well save it. I don't know if I changed anything. I wanted to listen to too much, but it keeps crashing, so I'm not going to fuck with that. These are not finished at all, so I know those are on the list of things just need to be done. FOMO is finished. That song was called Leviathan Wakes. It is named after a book of the same name, Leviathan Wakes. If you like sci-fi and you like reading, I recommend picking up Leviathan Wakes. It's the first book of a 9-book series. Yeah, 9-book series with 8 or 9 novellas. that will be page turners and the best sci-fi you've read in years. Promise. Okay, what time is it? 10 to 2. What time is Hardware Jams? An hour and 10 minutes from now, right? 3 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Greenwich Mean. I don't want to keep you guys from there, and I want to go check it out myself. What the shit is Ransom? I know what Rainbow is. Let's see what Peace of Mind's looking like. Oh, there's stuff in there. That's really interesting that you say that, Chrome, because I have a 12-year-old. I think I have an older laptop with Mint on it. And fuck, I lost the chat. Hold on a second. I have an older laptop with Mint on it that I just put Mint on to like see if I like Linux. I wonder how it would handle VCV. I should try that. That could be interesting. Who's the author? James S. A. Corey. James S. A. Corey, Corey. It's actually a pen name for two guys that write together. They made a TV show out of it, an American TV show that was on Sci-Fi Network and then bought up by Amazon. They did 6 seasons. They didn't complete the story. It's a very good show. It's called The Expanse. It's not as good as the book series, of course, but it's close. It's an excellent TV show, but the books are wonderful. I've never read a full book from cover to cover, and I'm 50. Groove Chemist, find better reading. Recommend this. If anything will get you to read, this will get you to read. Okay. What do we got here? Kick, Hat, Ride, Crash, Diggy Effects, Octatrack, Sub-37, Guitar, Piano, Synth. This is really simple. Oh, right. No vocals on this yet. Tan, if you watched it and liked it, read it. I promise. It's awesome. I don't think this needs anything other than vocals and mixing. See what I'm talking about? I just plugged in everything. I hit play on the rig and I hit record in Logic. That guitar sample, it cut off too soon. What is this Tonework patch? The piano thing? Yeah. I love this patch. Groove Chemist, thank you. This has become like my go-to. Let me go back to the mixer. My go-to drum technique, and it's working really well for me. Done in a lot of songs. Basically, I find a drum loop I like, on the Octatrack, and then I chop it and reorganize it so it's the beat I want. I'll do fills on there also. This song is probably two different samples. A loop that I've chopped, and then drum fills that I layer on it, and then I EQ them a little bit so they're a little thin and sound like a breakbeat, like this does. And then I add one shots layered on top. What happened there? Oh, okay. It was just... like this loop, the snare specifically came across well enough that I didn't need to add a snare. Or hi-hat for that matter. All I did was add whatever the hell they say they are. Kick, open hat, ride, and a crash. And then the effects of the Digitact to whatever stuff I did inside to make it sound however I decided to make it sound. I wonder if replacing this with bass guitar would be good. What the hell is that? No, it's weird. I just played it like crap, apparently. Unc, I used to get tape op. I didn't renew it because I didn't read it, and it was like 75% ads. I want to read articles. I had a Sound on Sound subscription for a while, but I found I don't sit around and read magazines. I have all the copies. They're in my bookshelf. They'll become coffee table material on my studio someday when I finish it in the basement. Did I extract and apply grooves? I'm not sure. I'd have to go back to the project in the Octatrack to see how I actually chopped it. I don't know what the original is probably not that different from this. It's so hard to tell. The chopping and rearranging of loops on the Octatrack, if you give it good source material, can be so damn seamless that it seems like you just like recorded drums like that. I've had a couple of friends that are like, that I'll be talking about how I make music, and they're like, wait, that's just a loop? And I'm like, yeah, but I've chopped it. They're like, where? And I will go back and look, and I'll be like, yeah, there, but you can't tell. It's wonderful. Enjoy that, Unc. I could blame you guys. If it wasn't for all you fine people in your YouTube content, when I'm bored, I would sit around and read magazines still, but instead, I go watch your shit. I'm not complaining. It's awesome. Everyone in here that does stuff, you all rule. I watch all your shit. I really do. Thanks for that. That spot right there. Let's go back to that. Let's, No. The guitar sample. Right here, ready? That's two parts. So that was two different takes I did to make this one section. Oh, you can actually see it if I get below it all the way up. That. I hate the way that cuts out there. I don't even know where these guitar samples came from. I mean, I know I played them, but whether I recorded them direct into the Octatrack or the Tonewerk or into Logic and then brought them over there, I don't know. I gotta go find them or re-record it. Fix that one little right there. So we've only played this song live. There's obviously no vocals. Theresa sang through here. This is this bridge section. We have to square it away though, because I think it's 6 bars long, 6 rotations, 6 loops of it. We kind of just played it by ear. This song was the last song we wrote before the show we played in February. And what's up, Sammy? Welcome in. And like the idea of this back half of the song could be fleshed out a little more. Produced, as you would say. And like this synth that's fading in right here, this was totally live, me playing on the Tonewerk and just turning knobs. So like that could be better. I'm really happy with this end section though. Yeah, Vicky, I read all my SOS stuff on the internet now. It's nice having the magazines, though. Pictures. Yay. What did I say I wanted to fix now in this song? Just the guitar. This section sounds good. I think it's just in this part, this transitional bridge part. No. It's in the chorus? Yeah, it's in the chorus, which is coming up right here. Yeah. It's the middle of it right here. That. That's got to get fixed. I really did play this bass part like a bass guitar too. I think it's good. It's just a good sub bass. Leaves room for all the expression in the guitar and the Tonewerk tracks. Guitar, production. All right, that's 4 songs we've listened to. What else is there? Let's find something that I haven't even thought about. I did not change anything. Do not save. the Investigator and On the Float. Do I have those in here? Bastille change. No. Oh. Apparently I have the Investigator and Tycho. Okay, so let's listen to I Don't Know. This is just written on this sheet. I don't know what this is. I should have looked at when it was made. In fact, let's look at that real quick. Who else has one of these manuals and schems folder and random MP3s? What? Whatever. Upstate, downstate. What did I open? The Investigator. This hasn't been opened since August of 2021. I'm terrified of what you're about to hear. Live on the internet. Kick, snare, ride, sample. Effects. This still has a circuit on it. Minotaur, Nord, Zoya. So this is pre-Octatrack, pre-Yamaha CP. Oh, this song. Yeah, I guess we were trying to turn this into a song. This started as just a beat when I was learning how to chop samples. I'd be super impressed if anyone can pick out the artist the sample is. It's mostly the drums. Like the ride cymbal, and there's a piano part that you'll eventually hear. This. Who knows what it is? You win the prize of the big nerd. Alright, writing this down. Drums need variation. It's a jazz artist, famous for his piano work, but also for his synthesizer work. It's also slowed down. The original is much faster, so it's slowed and pitched. All right, drums need more variation, chord structure. Just this drum loop for 10 hours. Recon, honestly, that's where it came from. I was trying to just like make hip hop loops, trying to learn how to sample, how to chop, how to take a full mix of something from a sample and turn it into something else. Like if I loop just I guess it's on the Diggy effects. Yeah, like... Oh, no, that's... All right, so that's got the Dig Attack kick snare in it also. But you can hear just the ride and the... That's like the tail of a jazz trio note being held out. That's all I'm writing down for this. Okay, another song down. What is next? Don't save. We'll listen to the Tycho rip. Which is called Tycho rip because it's literally me trying to rip off the band Tycho. Or at least the idea started there. It never got a name. Actually, it does have a name. It's called On the Float. And there is lyrics for it. We've performed it, but it doesn't look like I recorded any. Also, you can see here, I had fun with this, and I went and made pictures of all my gear to put them in as track icons, which I abandoned. I don't do that anymore. I also I'm not using the circuit anymore. I'm not really using the Nord much anymore. Anyway, it's really funny though. Oh yeah, I haven't heard this in forever. Just a ride. So this is funny. This is a reason, another reason I want to redo a lot of these songs, especially these older ones. This was before I had the Octatrack. I was still using the circuit for things. So like there are drums that I'd want to replace from circuit, tracks that use the circuits. There are synths I would want to replace from tracks that I recorded where I use the circuit. And there's a lot of drum stuff I started trying to do in the Digitact 1, which is mono samples and doesn't have as many options as the Digitact 2 or the Octatrack. And now that I have the Octatrack, a lot of the techniques I was using to chop and sample and arrange drums work better with stereo drums in the Octatrack. There's the stereo-ness of them for one. Two, the chopping options are better. I have time stretch capabilities. I have pitch stretch capabilities that just don't come across the same way in the Digitact. And then I have the option of layering with one-shots. It's the OG circuit. I keep saying tracks, but I'm talking about tracks in the DAW, not the circuit tracks. If you have to bring another DAW into your DAW, you need a new DAW. Who's? Oh, you're talking about VCP thing? Oh, Group Chemist. I used to rewire Ableton and Reason into Logic. It was appalling. I don't disagree with what you're saying, Unc, but the bootstrapping, hijacking, crowbarring of like one software into another to do something fucking weird is awesome, and I love that kind of thing. Break your shit, make it do stuff for you that it's not supposed to do. I think it's what this drum part is that. This intro drum part. if I remember correctly, I had a drum pattern in the Digitact, and I changed the machine. There's like machines in the Digitact one, like there are in the other ones, but that was kind of a new concept at the end of the Digitact one's lifespan, at least from Electron's point of view. And using one of those other machines, it like allowed me to like randomly jump through the sample as like a playhead spot. I don't remember how I did it exactly, but it was straight up an accident. And then I was like, oh, this is cool. And I adjusted it a little bit and was able to get to this. Like, you hear that, like, where the kick drum should be? I don't know what... That's like a tail of a tom or something like that. This is the drum loop that I did that to. This is like the original version of it. And you can't even hear that sound in there. Biggest problem I had with this song, if I remember correctly, was the ending. Maybe the chorus too. I guess we'll see. Nothing's labeled, so we gotta listen to the whole thing. I keep stopping it like a jerk. Yeah, 10th trip hop is the thing I accidentally make all the time. Thank you, Groove Chemist. The vid on the history of Ableton, no mention of Max. Max is a hack, that's why. Which is really kind of dumb. It makes Ableton so much better. I remember this now. I really like the Nord patch. What is it? I gotta get back to it. Hold on. I don't know. I might not be able to make this patch again. Well, maybe. Whatever. Here's the problem with this song. I don't know how to end it. There's going to be some bad version of an attempt at an ending on here. We'll see what it does. Maybe not. Maybe it just loops until it ends. We're going to find out. Welcome in, Cornish Waves Music. Yeah, it just ends. I guess that could just tail off probably. I hear Cressy saying that in his head right now. You just lower the volume. I do like the abrupt ending. I feel like it's got to be a little more dramatic when you do that. Think, if in doubt, fade it out. Hell yeah, 10. Think the end of I want you so bad. I want you. Air quote parentheses. She's So Heavy by the Beatles. The end of that. I'm sure that's exactly what that was. How do we end this? Or oh shit, we're running out of tape. What are we gonna do? Just hard cut. But they build up so much tension before that cut. This song doesn't carry that tension. I could maybe figure out how to add tension to it, but this part, which would be the ending, is also the intro. And then it turns into the verse. It's like an exceedingly simple song. It really is just A part, B part. So when it's just A part, B part like this, so much of the song structure information has to come from vocals. I mean, I could totally rework, but I mean, I have had this for a long time. I've messed with it a lot in the hardware for years. So like, I've never found what I wanted to add types of parts. Cressy, have you changed to a Liverpool accent? Radio fade, but stagger the radio fade per track. Yeah, that would work. My sound seems to be phasing. I have another microphone over the rig. I thought maybe it was on because it does phase if I have both of them on. But that's probably just me doing the old Stevie Wonder thing. It could also be my compression or my air conditioning coming through my noise gate. It's hard to say. Deal with it. I don't know how to change it. Okay. So this song needs a lot. I only wrote down drums, but it kind of needs a little bit of everything. This needs a whole new look. That's what I'm going to write down. Okay. Too much I can't open. Sociopathy we did. The Investigator we did. Slow jams? Do we want to look at slow jams? It could be one of those things where it sounds like you switch to a radio channel and the EP goes into the next song. Yeah, that'd be a cool thing. That's the kind of stuff like I don't think about doing until I'm laying out the record in order. It's almost like a last stage of production thing. I'll have all the songs mixed, and then I start thinking about track order, spots where I want interludes, spots where I want one track to feed into another, that kind of thing. Put a rocket with Infinite Groove at the end. I don't know what you mean, Infinite Groove, Bicky. But I'd like to know. Comment below. All right. I did not change anything in here. Oh yeah, we were trying to figure out what to put on next. FOMO's done. Bastille and Chain. Bastille I know needs work. I'm not even worried about that. Slow Jams 2018 is the only other thing. All Oh god, there's so many different versions of this. What the hell is this? This is like a true DAW-less recording. This is just out of the rig, left and right, and then her vocals on top. Which I probably recorded 1 track dry and 1 track wet. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So this is, if you've ever gone back and watched, one of the first videos we posted is a 4-song virtual performance that we did for a virtual festival in 2021, called the Winter Wind Down Fest. And for that, I don't remember why I had to do this, but I did like a true, just recorded the rig in stereo, then recorded her in over top of it, wet and dry. I had only 2 channels of inputs for some reason. Something was not working correctly, so I couldn't use my interface and multi-track everything out, and I just had to go in stereo. Even a groove's tail out groove on a vinyl just goes into a loop. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not going to make vinyl, but that's interesting. You know what I've always wanted to be able to figure out how to do, and I don't think it's possible? This is back when the ultimate goal was a CD. This is like the early 2000s. I really wanted an outro song, like an outro loop of something that looped seamlessly into the intro track. Because it can't really be done because CDs have to like load. The laser literally has to move from the outside of the CD to the center of the CD. But done correctly on a good quality player, it would be fast. It might work. Never got to try it though. But I love the idea of like, you're listening. Picture you put someone's record on. I don't mean vinyl. I mean just you listen to it wherever you're listening to it. And there's an intro track, and then there's a bunch of songs, and at the end there's an outro track that's similar to the intro track, and at the end of the outro track, it just seamlessly turns back into the intro track, and then the record starts over, and like you don't realize it's happened. It's just going again. I love that idea. Interesting. Jeff Mills, Cycle 30. I'll look into that. I'm not familiar with it. Let's, I guess, hear this. Yeah, there's already, I have a newer version of this, I think. Well, I guess we'll find out in a second. Yep, I do. Yeah, you know what? This isn't a full version. Her vocals are different also. Hold on. No, don't save. Shit, which one did I just open? I opened 2018. Slow Jam's video. This is probably the actual final version. What happened here? Why do these all look like this? You hear that? This is recorded with a window open, apparently. Listen. Come on, get to it already. No, this isn't right either. There was the one with the guitar right as the drums started.
Wake me
that guitar.
Sun is rising. Time to get up. Time for loving
Wait a minute. I listened to it today, didn't I? I did. Here it is. That's why I couldn't find it. All right. Clearly, I've tried this multiple times with this project. This is the real version of it. Ah, you see? Here is a proper, over-the-top, way too many things version of this song. Yeah, the tape stuff. Okay, yeah. I should delete all those old projects. It's so bad. Yeah, I played this. I submitted a version of it, this version of it, for Popcorn Night, I think, once, a long time ago. The song's about Frank.
Wake me up.
Yeah, her vocals are way better.
The sun is rising. Time to get up. Time for loving you.
Sending her to 3 buses.
And I know
The doubler.
that you're waiting for me.
The one thing I really want to fix in this is this. This drum loop.
That you're waiting for me. Play all day.
This might be my favorite chorus that I've like put together. That progression. So good. And the guitar loop. Vicky, which part are you talking about? Because the tom drum part, the drum sample that I said I've always wanted to fix, that is definitely, that wasn't played to a click. That was played by an old drummer of mine. I just had a recording of it. Easy fix, press delete. Yeah, but the tom part is like, makes that part. Like, I really like this, but it's a little too behind the beat. It's like they're swinging one spot and not the other, and that is kind of the case. This feels detuned. Her vocals have a doubler on them that is definitely has detuning on it. Or Bicky, do you mean this part sounds out of time, the drum loop? I'm not sure what you were talking about. Oh, you said yeah. You meant the toms. Okay, good. Yeah, it's super loose, but like the whole thing, the whole song is loose, but this is just a little too loose. It takes me out of it. I want that feel. This is too much though. I don't know, Unc. The French are assholes. I'm kidding. Oh yeah, sorry, Biggie. It's a sample from a live drum recording from our old band, Dirty Red Dress. It was like a throwaway part to an intro. I had our drummer record like 10 different grooves to like the same short part, and then we like chose which one we wanted to use, and this was one of the throwaway ones. Honestly, the solution would be to program it either in Logic or in the Digitact closer to the grid, humanize it so it feels like it's got push and pull, and then send that out as a sample. It doesn't have to be metronomic. It's a weird word. It just needs to fit the rest of the song better. That's my issue with it. It's too much push and pull on a song that otherwise, although is loose, is very, because it's slow. It's only 73 BPM, getting into Trusto territory. It's pushing and pulling too much, which at that speed, I don't feel like it should be. I can time stretch in Logic. That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. Now I'm going to look at it. Way to derail it, Vicky.
Come let me out. The day is calling.
I mean, there is space there.
We'll stay
Drum.
outside as long as we can. And I know that you're waiting for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Flex beat.
And I know
I worry it's going to be too. Let's you know what? Fuck it. Let's try it. You guys came here for a Dawless jam, and now I'm using Flex beat and Logic. Unbelievable. I really hope someone leaves a comment. This was clickbait. What do I want? I want that. It's been a minute since I've done any real editing. Some keyboard shortcuts are not fresh in my head. Okay. How do I do this now? I don't remember. I feel like there should just be a button there. That's not there. This was clickbait. That's not what I want. That's just more track settings. And that's add tracks. Where do I do that? Is it selection-based processing? No, that brought this up. What the hell is this? This is the first time I've ever seen this. No, this is not what I want. No, what I'm used to seeing is a little button right here that like... Is it in the inspector? No. It's like a little flex button. Thanks for coming in, Probes. Take it easy. Double tap to open up as a wave. It is a wave. All right. I'm not doing this now then. It's not why I'm here. It's not what I want to do right now anyway. And I have that sample elsewhere. So I can make a new project and fly all this in the way I want. So whatever. Let's just get through the song. Yeah, I'm going to be done soon. Don't worry, Tana. If you guys need to go and I'm still here, don't stick around. Go to Hardware Jams. I think this is the last song I want to look at anyway. What's the deal with the MIDI? Yeah, this doesn't need anything else. I just need to fix the toms. The rest of the song's in really good shape. Some general mixing stuff, but that's going to happen no matter what. Let's go to that. Hi. All right. I mean, that's pretty good. I went through 7 songs, wrote down what I wanted to do with them. That leaves just new stuff that's not anywhere near worked enough to have to do this. Adding those 2 tracks, which we didn't do, that's 9. It's 10 songs. Not bad. 1 is completely done. 2 are nowhere near enough to even go through this process on. Where'd my chat go? There it is. Later, Unc. Yeah, I'll see you guys over in the Hardware Jams chat. I'm going to stop here in a minute. I appreciate all you stopping in. This was fun. Boring, but fun. No problem, Tana. You'll hear all these songs eventually when I finish them. Everyone watch their footies, drink their water, watch your baseball, watch your Hardware Jams. That's probably already starting over there. Go see all our other friends. You guys know where to go. I see you in all the chats. I don't need to tell you. Hi, Wire Baby. What do I have so far, though? Joel Polarte? Why do I know that name? Why do I know who you are but not know who you are? If you just got here, I didn't see you chat anytime more recently. I'm sorry if I missed anything. This was just a stream for me to talk to people while I did a annoying thing, which was go through all my songs that I want to put on EPs and take notes about what needs to be fixed, what needs to be re-recorded, what needs to be edited. And now I can move into that portion of it. That's really all there was. If you want to go back and listen, by all means, please I would love to find out that people went back and watched this and had comments. If you haven't, if you just got here and you watched back and you have opinions about the songs, things I talked about, by all means, leave them in the comments. I am not against backseat producing. I am not against playing things. I love playing music for people and getting ideas that's not finished. Playing music that's not finished and saying, hey, what do you think? What would you add? What did you like? What did you dislike? By all means, please let me know. I don't care about the algorithm. I want to know how to make my music better. All right. That's it. Football, baseball, hardware jams. Hydrate. That's all I really got. Thanks for coming, guys. Bye.